Heaven help us.
With power scattered all over the place and the city beset with problems, I really have to see the mayor. But he's not returning my calls. Luckily, I've got wind of an event where the worlds of Hollywood and politics collide. The Hollywood Reporter is hosting an Oscars party, and I've persuaded Kim Masters to take me as her date. And to my delight, the man greeting guests is none other than the mayor. It seems that if you wish hard enough in this town, dreams really can come true.
All right. Thank you. You're welcome. Give me your name again.
Sir Christopher Mayer.
Sir Christopher. Get all the information.
He'll give you all the stuff.
He'll get it. He'll get it.
Mayor, you see.
Mayor.
I like it. It's good to see you. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. I'm Antonio.
Hi.
Well, cheers, everybody. I've been to my first Hollywood party and have bagged the mayor of this great city. At least he said he's going to talk to me before we leave here at the end of the week, so let's hope for the best. I must confess I'm seeing double, and it's not just the champagne. If this is a tale of two cities, it's only right that I'm about to meet two mayors. Confused? Welcome to Los Angeles. I've traveled north from Beverly Hills to a secret facility that many believe is the savior of Hollywood.
Whoever possesses that has the source of power. And
What is it? I mean, where does it come from?
that is a shard of the Allspark. It is the last remaining piece of the Allspark that exists. And it is vacuum sealed so that it can never erode. In the right hands, it's the source of all good.
I'm being given a sneak preview of the future, Hollywood's future, and their brand new $100 million investment. Transformers, the ride at Universal Studios, based on the movies which are based on the games, the toys, the comics. This is the holy grail of entertainment.
I've got to stop you right there, Chip, because I've got to make a confession to you. I've never seen a Transformers movie.
I'm more of a classic westerns man myself, but today's formulaic and bankable fantasy franchises promise endless sequels, spin-offs, and merchandising. Top dollar. Terrifying. All three Transformers movies were panned by the critics, had no discernible stars, and yet the third film alone made over $1 billion. And there are rumors of 2 more in the pipeline.
All right. I'm already getting scared. Yep, I can see.
You can't escape Megatron.
In its heyday, Hollywood's influence on Western culture was unquestionable. Perhaps I'm old school, but it's hard to see how Transformers will inspire generations to come.
Is that Anthony Perkins there?
There's Tony Perkins there. I don't think he'll be happy when he sees that we've seen him. It's a good thing he's not a very fast runner. It's a good thing he's not a very fast runner.
This is so corny, but there's something quite magical about seeing this stuff.
Listen, I'm never tired of it. I've done this my whole career.
Yeah.
And there's never a time when I don't love being here. There's something about being on a movie lot that is unlike any place on earth.
You may recognize my genial studio tour guide as the grey man lurking behind Jennifer Aniston just a few days ago. Ron Meyer is one of the world's most powerful movie moguls. He's been head of Universal Studios for 17 years. So if anyone knows what the future holds for Hollywood, he should. It's time to turn on the charm.
Very old-fashioned.
Well, that's okay.
You have bookshelves and you have other shelves that are stuffed with
As long as you're
DVDs.
buying our product, we're all happy.
Oh, well, yes, I do. I would never
We want you to
think
own
of
it.
downloading them in any
No,
kind
good.
of
We want you to
illicit
own it,
way.
not rent it, but we'll take whatever we can get.
No, I know I own them. And so you are a big movie
Oh, I'm a
fan.
genuine movie fan. I think there's no greater messaging than movies can reach everybody with every kind of positive and negative message. But there's an opportunity to really do the right thing and influence people in a positive way. And
So you're not just mayor of Universal Studios, you're not just a problem solver, you're not just an enabler, but you are a cultural and emotional messenger to the world.
Oh, God.
Through the medium of movies.
It sounds way too important.
No, but it is. It is that.
But I do
surely.
think the medium does that.
And you control the medium, at least part of the medium.
Well,
it's a great thing.
It
to
is a
be.
great thing to do.
Ron never finished high school, but made his name as a talent agent before becoming the self-styled mayor of Universal. A studio so large, it's officially known as a city. But it's one with an uncertain future, being starved of the revenue that made it great.
I look back on my career, my life, and I've been gigantically lucky. And I get to do for work what most people would do for pleasure.
How has the industry changed, and how has your job changed?
The thing that's the most difficult is piracy. I mean, that's really the biggest challenge that we as an industry face.
And are you winning or losing the battle against piracy, would
Well,
you say?
we're certainly losing the battle in general, but we'll never stop piracy or theft. But I do think that we are getting better at finding ways to make our audiences more happy to pay for it. Hit movies are what this is all about. In the past years, we've created American Pie franchise, Fast and Furious franchise, a Mummy franchise, the Bourne franchise. And there's probably nothing more important than building franchises, because franchises mean your audience already knows what's coming. People want what we deliver. We know how to do it in film and we know how to do it in television. And there's always going to be a need and desire for it. I'm very bullish on the movie business itself, and I think that we have survived and will continue to survive, and it'll be a healthy business for hopefully many lifetimes.
Well, I finally made it. I got to see the most powerful man in Hollywood. And despite all the challenges, he is optimistic about the future of this great city. But he would say that, wouldn't he? Others think it's more of a disaster zone. If Hollywood does end up losing the war on piracy, they'll be forced to rely on tourism and theme parks all the more. But it's back to the real world. Or is it? As I cash in my brief encounter at his house with LA's mayor and head for my final Los Angeles powwow. Mayor Villaraigosa is yet another amazing LA success story. Born into a poor immigrant Latino family in Boyle Heights, he has presided over City Hall for the last 7 years. But I'm still not sure what to expect. Depending on who you listen to, I'm either about to spend 15 minutes with an empty husk or the future president of the United States of America.
Mr. Mayor.
How are you?
I'm extremely well.
Good to see you, Ambassador.
Good to see you. I'm extremely pleased I ran into you at that
I'm glad
party
you
the
did.
other night. Otherwise, I don't think we would be meeting like this.
We probably wouldn't be, but I wanted to do this because I said I would, and I think what you're doing is important.
But before we proceed, it seems someone is missing.
Hey, why isn't what's-her-name in here? Remember, anytime there's filming, I mean, isn't that why we brought her on? So she should look in that camera, she should see what that looks like. I love this young man here, he's a good young man, but he's still a rookie. I'd like her to make sure that...
It looks right. Yeah.
Why they didn't call you, I don't know, but look through that thing and just see what you like and what you don't like.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
This was the first time in all my travels that a professional producer has been brought in to approve our shot. Luckily, she likes it.
Did you think that when you were at school, that one day you would be one of the most powerful men in California?
You know, I grew up a stone's throw away in a community, Boyle Heights and City Terrace, and I could see City Hall. I didn't even know what it was.
How important is that Latino connection?
It's true that I have a great deal of support in that community, but I think if I've had a strength over the years, it's that I was always a coalition builder.
I went to see Ron Meyer last week, who gave us a
Good friend of mine.
good friend of yours, who gave us a great sort of talk about the industry and took us around the studio lot.
I'm big on Hollywood, and I'll tell you why. I tell people there's 210,000 jobs related to that industry. And the jobs behind the camera are even more important than the people in front of it. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
A lot of things that give me the sense that it's not hyperbole to say this is the city of America's hope and promise and the city of its future.
So somebody like Eli Broad,
Good friend of mine.
another good friend of yours who is
Saw
giving...
him last night. He's one of those people that we're very lucky to have.
And so you have partnerships with these very big guys like Eli Broad and Ron Meyer. They're both friends, but they're also colleagues in a kind of common mission to build up Los Angeles and make it what it is.
I love my city. That's why we're doing this interview.
It's
You know, when you found me and told me that you'd been trying to set up a meeting, I guess the Praetorian Guard around me.
You've got a very good Praetorian Guard, I could tell you.
That when you told me you wanted to do a piece about the great cities of the world, I said yes, because I believe in this city. I believe in, you know, the dream that is the American dream. But if that dream happens, it happens on a scale and scope second to none here.
Well, what was that? After all the lobbying and the pushing and shoving and campaigning to get in to see the mayor, it all turned out to be a bit of a damp squib. He was uptight, he was nervous, he spoke to us in platitudes, and the most interesting thing of all, he was more interested in his image and the camera angles than apparently in substance. So, Hollywood.
The mayor must have been asked these questions 1,000 times before, but it wasn't an impressive performance. You could argue that he's a reflection of the city he runs. Los Angeles lacks something which is surely the very essence of cities: identity. From ancient Athens onwards, cities have become great when their inhabitants see themselves as citizens. That's true of the Mumbaikas, Muscovites, Romans, and New Yorkers I've met on my previous journeys. But though there's lots of power in Los Angeles, it doesn't pull together. So it may be that this city will always be less than the sum of its parts. It's so much easier to look the other way, bury your head in the sand, and just keep on dreaming. Hop out here. Who is it? Oh, the man of mystery. All the way from London. Mysterious.
I like the socks.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oh, we're ready.
We're ready.
Okay, right,
yes. So tell me, how does it feel to be here?
I'll tell you exactly how it feels. I feel that I've arrived. I've made it.